There are four main teachers of life that you must always learn from. If you don't want to waste your life, this message is important. I want you to listen carefully. It is going to help you. There are four main teachers of life. This is what decides your future. You learn from these teachers by observing their life, observing their actions. You learn from them by listening to their life and listening to their actions. You learn from them by reading about their lives and reading about their actions. The first teacher you learn from is the young. You must always learn from the young. I will explain. The second teacher you must always learn from is the old. The third teacher of life you must always learn from is the successful. The fourth teacher you must always learn from is the failures. You are learning from all these teachers. You must study their do's and don'ts, depending on where you want to go. Every one of us is transitioning. Every one of us is transitioning from young to old, right? This is automatic. Life guarantees old age. What life do not guarantee is whether you will get to your old age through the success route or you get to your old age through the failure route. This is a choice. This area and this area is a choice. You definitely grow, but to be successful before you get here or to fail before you get here is a choice. I'm not talking about old age in the sense of 90 years old, 100 years old. I'm not talking. You grow every day. So tomorrow is your old age, the next day is your old age, the following day is your old age. As the day progresses, you are growing old. That's what I mean. Now, the young reminds you of your time and energy. It reminds you that you have much time that you can utilize if you want to go to your old age through the success route. It reminds you that you have energy to build your life now if you want to get to old age through the success route. The young reminds you that mistakes in life is way cheaper when you are young. What do I mean? You can afford to make series of mistakes, but because you are young, you have enough time to correct them before you get here if you want to go to old age through the success route. The old reminds you for three main things. He reminds you that time is limited. So the more you waste your time on things that are not adding value to your life, the more you waste your time on social media, the more you waste your time on gossiping about others, the more you waste your time on things that are not bringing any value or that are not adding anything to you, the more you are losing. Because when you look at the life of the old man, he is telling you that the time you have on this earth is limited. So you must see it as a valuable asset and make very good use of your time. Number two, the old reminds you that opportunities expires. Opportunities you will get in your old age. Some of the things that are available to you for you to utilize so that you can change your life before you get here. By the time you get there, you won't have those opportunities available to you again. New things would have come. And those new things that would have come will not be very familiar with you. There are more grown-ups who are living today. They are not familiar with social media. They are not familiar with AI. They don't understand where the world is going. So if they missed their time, the opportunities they had, they can't utilize the AI age now because this is not for them. Your AI age today, your internet age today, that you have all the information you need to change your life if you want to get to your old age through the successful route. If you don't take chance of those opportunities, you may regret it in your old age. The lesson number 3, old people teach us. Their life and their actions, whether the person is old and successful or the person is old and a failure, The result of their life teaches us about the outcome of the decisions they made when they were here. The successful must always learn from them. They teach us three main things. When we learn from the successful is that they teach us what is possible. The life of the successful person teach us what is possible. What is possible? It is possible to have a successful life. So their life serve as evidence to a successful life. When I'm talking about success, I'm not talking about money alone. When we say you are successful, we are not. Money is just one component. You can be successful in your finance, successful in your business, successful in your relationship, successful in your life in general. Successful in your life in general. I'm not talking about a situation where you have money, but you have a very terrible relationship. That's not success to me. When you want to achieve success in your finance, you study people who have been successful in their finance. You study their do's and don'ts. How do you study their do's and don'ts? You observe, you listen, then you read. If you want to be successful in your relationship, you study people who are successful in their relationship. You go through the same process. People who are successful in their entire life, you go through the same process. People who are successful in their business, is the same thing. You go through the same process. So number one thing that the successful life teaches us, they teaches us what is possible. It is possible for you to also succeed. It's possible. Success is not reserved for some group of people alone. It is possible for everybody who is willing to take this route to be successful. Number two, the life of the successful teaches us what works and what doesn't work. When you study his do's and don'ts, his do's will let you know what works if you want to be successful, the kind of actions, the kind of choices you must make. So to be successful is about learning what they do and what they don't do. So their entire life let us know, okay, this thing works. That's why he's doing it. Okay, this thing doesn't work. That's why he's not doing it. Number three, their life serve us as evidence of the choices they made. So if you also want to be successful by the time you get to our old age, we have to look at the choices they made. Then we make the same choices. It's as simple as that. The last teacher that you must always learn from, you must always learn from failures. There are three main things that the life of a failure teaches us. Their life highlights the mistakes and the bad choices they made with their lives. You learn from their mistakes and you do directly opposite what they did if you don't want to end up here to your old age. Number two, their stories teaches us what does not work, because their life serves as an evidence that these things they did, it doesn't work. If you want to be successful, it doesn't work. So their life, their entire life is a walking evidence. Their entire being is a walking evidence. And when you learn from all these things, the last most important thing that their life teaches you is that they save you from wasting your time and they save you from pain. Because you learned from the mistakes and the choices they made, and because of that, you are not going to repeat that same thing. The lessons you've learned, it saves you from time wasting, because it saves your time from doing exactly what they did, and it saves you pain from experiencing the result they had. So the action saves you time when you learn from them, and it saves you pain before you get to your old age. I told you from the beginning, it is very automatic for you to transition from your younger self to your older self, because that's what life guarantees. The moment you step foot on this planet Earth, life guarantees your growth. You will definitely transition from young to old. You don't transition from failure to success. Life does not guarantee success, and life does not guarantee failure. All is a choice. If you want to be here through the success route, it's a choice. If you want to be here through the failure route, it's a choice. You grow every day of your life. You grow. Today you are watching this video. Tomorrow you will be a day older. The next day you will be a day older. The following day you will be a day older. So if you grow every day of your life, What are you doing every day to develop yourself before you get here? The actions, the things you do every day to make sure you are developing yourself every day is an evidence that you are on this route. You are on this route. If you don't do anything to develop yourself every day, if you can't watch 10 minutes of YouTube video on finance, on relationship, a podcast, if you don't do anything of that, if you don't read any book, if you don't read anything, you don't listen to anything new that will add any value to your life every single day, you are on your way to your old age through this route. This is not prophecy. Don't wait and waste your life before you go and blame somebody. And that is why this channel is here. If you continue to follow me, I am very positive because of the journey I'm going with you. I am very positive that we will all get to our old age through this route. We will all get to our old age through this route. I want you to love yourself so much that you don't want to put any stress on your life. You don't want to put any pain on your life. You don't want to waste any more time of your life. I want you to love yourself to the point where you will go through your old age through the success route so that you can have enough to even bless others. I don't want you to be in a situation where you will always be at the mercy of somebody. Most of you, your life depends on the mood of somebody else. You shouldn't live a life where your life can be decided by the mood of somebody else. If the person is angry, that means you are finished. If the person is happy, that's when you also experience happiness. You have to take charge of your life. Select the path you want to go through and do as I said earlier. Study the do's and don'ts of successful people. You study them by reading, you study them by listening, you study them by observing their lifestyle. This is what I came to tell you.